Hey, Kiki with Hemi, y'all. What's good, what's good, what's poppin'? Hey, let me get a little background sound over here. Probably put some little rain or something, I don't know. So, how you doing? How's your grandmama doing? No, I'm just playing. You're like, really at 3 a.m.? So, I just felt like we do a little, this is like the after party to the earlier live. Let's see how it goes. Um, I'm just gonna put the thunder and rain. I want it to rain though. Can you tell? Okay. Okay, there we go. And let me add I'm not gonna put a thumbnail right now, but I'll add the description. And hopefully it doesn't buffer like earlier. We're on a Virgo moon during Sagittarius season. Happy birthday, Sag. Come on now. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to save this. It takes a minute in the YouTube studio. Hey, hey. Hi, Mary. Empress Mary 35. Hey, Christine. You said I'm either dreaming or real. We're live for real. We're actually live for real in really real life. 308. I feel like that's a number for somebody. I'm seeing 404. 304. I just like to tell you because some people want to hear the numbers. So I have this new thing. I'm actually going to record these for like an upload, or maybe I'll do a stream record, but for a pick a card that will be on the channel. But I wanted to do it with y'all. And it is basically the hand, the like how to play the cards, the hand that was dealt to you, okay, and the cards, how to play your cards. So we're going to shuffle. I just did this and it was so fun. I was like acting it out, and then I look around, it's all just me sitting here with these cards. I was like, oh, I really do practice these readings out loud because I'm like, talking. I'm like, okay, this is what it would be. If you ever get stuck, let me turn that down. If you get stuck reading for yourself, just read it as if you were reading it for someone else and just make your mind check out. I was like, these cards, the Magician and the Queen of Swords was going at it. They was just fighting around, y'all. It was intense. But so we're gonna shuffle these and get 5 cards on your situation. I'll do these. I think I'm gonna do this as a series, so they'll be like how to play the cards, the hand that you were dealt by the cards from like money, for love, general, spiritually, that kind of thing. But it's fun. It's fun. Maybe I'll throw some dominoes on that one too. If you haven't seen the dominoes, because baby always takes them, y'all. She hides it. With her treasures. So I need to just start ordering 2 of anything dice or dominoes I get so that she can have hers and I can have mine. But so we're gonna do that. Pick a deck, okay, whichever deck, and if you need some Seashell or something on here to help you. We'll have Creamsicle, our Spiral, and our Tulip Seashell. Let's see. Oh, we're on Top Chat. Just a minute. And we're going to get 5 cards. So what I do for this is we get our 5 cards and we read the current energies as is when we flip the cards over. But then we reshuffle those 5 cards and see, could we play our hand a different way? How would it mix up the energies in this situation for us, okay? So we'll do, there's like probably 25 different combos at least if you have 5 cards, but we'll just shuffle them a few times and then you can know what your cards are and you can play around with that in your mind, or if you have your own deck, pull that out and practice all the different scenario changes if you are being a co-creator with your energies and you're playing your cards. We are in, like I said, one of the gambling loving signs, season Sagittarius, with Wheel of Fortune season, right? And tarot, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and so it's Jupiter season right now. So okay, I'm sure you got your pick. So we're gonna start over here. Let me put these. Okay, let me see. You were listening to play your cards right. Oh my gosh, yes. We gotta do it. And we'll probably pull a song card too. Actually, let me do that first. These look so cool in the blue light. Oops, as it falls over. It falls, guys. It falls over. We're in the Mermaid Lagoon. What is the song? First of all, I don't need the cards to come for me and say, why didn't you put Moonlight Sonata? Because you were thinking of that, and why is this song on? All right. Second of all, they're saying somebody need, look at, they said, where's the weed and the snacks? Like, is this a nighttime live or what? Um, also, who's the alien that's watching? Because we got subterranean, homesick alien. So it's just saying stuff, man. They just throwing things in. They said, look, first of all, let's get the music right. This is not the mood we want tonight. Put on the Moonlight Sonata. Here we go. I almost did too, y'all. Okay, now you know you have to start it from the beginning. You need those first little notes, just rock with it, yes. Okay, you hear that? Okay, let me stop. I'm tired, it's late, we're gonna be goofy. Okay, you have a deck just won the Classic Tarot, bought it 4 years ago, there you go. So get your snacks, get your weed, whatever you're gonna get over here, y'all. Mineralized, leguana, all that. And look, someone's a little alien watching this. They say, oh, and I, oh, how'd you pick that up? Okay. Cards be knowing things. I didn't believe the other aliens when they told me, but they're right if you do these picker cards. Okay. Someone said, this girl don't be quiet. I must be dreaming listening to her say all this. Okay, so if you chose Group A, how should we play the cards? The hand you were dealt. How should you play your cards, okay? For Group A, calling in your good spirit cruise in a good way with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity. For your situation at hand. Let me put that over there. There we go. Fill it in there. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what you got. We have Temperance, Page of Swords, the Devil, the Tower reverse, and the 5 of Cups. Okay, so this is the hand you're being dealt right now. So you're trying to make the best of a situation. This is what it feels like. It's like when, you know, when there's like a nice waitress or something and everyone else is like, where's my order, like saying all this mean stuff, being rude, and this person's just like trying to stay nice. Okay, sir, just a minute. Trying to go faster, trying to pour drinks faster, trying to do all this, knowing they ain't gonna get a tip. I feel like that's how you've been feeling lately, and you're hoping like, okay, if I can pull this off, I can get this tower from going, you know, just exploding, and I can, you know, hopefully save myself more pain and sorrow, okay? So to be honest, I feel like you're trying. You really are trying to do your best in this situation. You're aware that you're an alchemist. You're aware that you can, you know, speak change. But I do feel like mentally you are harder on yourself than you are on the problem, okay? So I would say if we're looking at this as a, you know, the full reading here, we would say, okay, we need to give some of this attitude that you give yourself to the source of the problem. We need to, the way you can cut on yourself, it's really good that you reevaluate yourself and check in with yourself, but they could use some of that. Okay, this, you might have to say, look, bank, you've stole how much money from me, I'm done, right? I need to tell you about it, or whatever it is, because the Page of Swords is really over here focusing more on you. Or to be honest, you might talk more shit to your guides. To your guides and your spirit crew. They say, excuse us, we didn't do this. Why don't you yell at their spirit crew? Little McNasty over there with their McNasty spirit crew. No, why don't you yell at them? Don't tell them nothing, yell at us. So redirecting your energy. But I do feel like this situation naturally is trying to come to an end here. In this work that you're doing, it's like, yes, if you keep doing that, will this customer eventually leave, and will you be able to, you know, clean up and sit down and release all that energy? Yes, but is there a better way we can do this without having to go through this daggone devil taking all our power? Okay, let's see. So let's go ahead and reshuffle, see if how we can play your cards differently. What are some other options here? Okay, now some of you, so okay, so this is another way some of you guys are using this energy. Some of you want to procrastinate on something that you need to address, because at the last minute you said, I got wings, I'll fly away. But little do you know, your problem has wings too, and it will get you. All right, so you think it's earthbound just because the people around it are tied to the ground, but this problem will come and bite you in the butt. It's like when you're playing like Mario or something and you don't know that the The little creeper can move like that and it just jumps and gets you. Okay, so you might say, some of you are saying, haha, like, look at how I beat that in the past. It didn't get me. Right? You're talking shit as you're walking away. You're like Cusco on Emperor's New Groove. You're about to fall off of something. Okay. Stub your toe. So watch out. I do feel like you guys kind of like the rush though. You like the rush at the end. You're like, okay, if I'm going to be aware of this problem and be a badass, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to talk shit about how great I am, and then I'm going to make myself have to do like the biggest, most magnificent magical act at the last moment to save my own skin. And it's just kind of ridiculous. You just come out, your wings are tired. You end up being a little bit more caught up in that situation than you needed to when you could have just been free. Okay, so let's not procrastinate on this situation. Let's see another way we can play the cards in this situation. If you chose group A. Look, they said, why don't you just cut it out in the first place? Bye. Bye, F-boy. What you doing around here? What you doing in these parts? We don't do that around here. 5 of Cups, and I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. And look, this is the one we want, okay? Because then we remember we have wings. We remember we're divine alchemists, and we just fly away from the daggone tower. Because this person thinks, look, they think they're Bowser. Oh, you're going to cut me off? Let me throw some, pew, pew. They try to throw some bombs. You're not going to cry either. Pew, pew. Try to throw some bombs at you. And you said, bye. You're going to take off. They blow up their own little castle over there, okay? Because you're ahead of it. You already know. You're making the moves. Finals aren't going to get you. The landlord's not going to be a problem no more because you're staying on top of things. And when something is a problem, you don't ignore it. When they cross the line, you got receipts, okay? And you are just not going to be cutting cords. Okay, you're not going to sit here and draw out a grieving process. You are going to get your mind right, then you get your magic right, and then it's like, done. I'm out of here, okay? We like that option. So there's just a little food for thought, y'all. We have Devil, Page of Swords, 5 of Cups reverse, Temperance, and the Tower reverse are the energies of your situation. Super Mario analogies. Hey, Kate. Hey, Christy. Oh, I said hey. Hey again. You're still growling now. You need snacks, right? This thing said, put on Moonlight Sonata, first of all. Get some snacks and some weed, everyone. Oh, let's get your song, by the way. So your song, it might apply to this particular situation or not for Group A. What is the song we have? Look at all these songs, y'all. This isn't even all of them. Okay, I thought it was this. You got Them Beats by Todrick Hall, okay? They don't make them beats like they used to. They don't make them beats. A said they don't get their life like they used to. They don't get their life. So you better turn up, okay? I feel like your spirit crew is like, impress us. We got to sit here and watch you for our job. Don't make work boring for us, okay? Dress up, dance, something. Get your life. Enjoy. So listen to that song. Okay, if you chose group 2, I think it was, with the Spiral Seashell, and this is the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Rachel True deck, y'all. The True Tarot. Let's see which hand you're going to be dealt. I like how all the little violets, or they're not violets, but the flowers are popping with the light. Hey, it's Mixo07. You logged in at the right time. Yes, the song cards said turn Moonlight Sonata on, get some sativa and some whipped cream. That's all right for group 2, calling in the good spirit crews in a good way with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity. What cards are being dealt to group 2 and how can they play their hand? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have 7 of Cups reverse, Strength card, 7 of Swords, 5 of Cups reverse, and the 5 of Swords. It's so funny because when I was thinking of this concept, I was like, well, should I draw 5 or should I draw 7? And I had this deck in my hand, and this card literally cartwheels out, flies all the way next to me, and it was the 7 of Swords. Like the deck was calling me a cheater if I use 7 cards, because it's a 7 of Swords. I said, if you do 7, you cheating. You only need 5 in your hand. I said, this deck just you know what? Well, I'll be 7 of Cups reverse, Strength, Seven of Swords, Five of Cups reverse, Five of Swords reverse. So for this situation, I feel like you have the upper hand. I feel like all you got to do is make sure not to play yourself. Okay, look at this lion. Just ferocious, ornery, smug. Yeah, I feel like you're looking at reality. I feel like you don't let the haters bother you. You don't let anything stress you. You're not going to let deadlines get you with this. So in this lineup, we have you facing reality, standing in your power, addressing, you might be snapping your neck when someone has the audacity to point something out on you that needs worked on, but you're dealing with it. You kind of save some stuff up for later, though. You're ready to be shady petty if you need to. But again, we have Five of Cups reversed. Like, I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna let you trigger me into my feelings. I'm not gonna let you trigger me into PTSD. I'm not gonna let you make me sad about something, and therefore I end up avoiding the problem, the disaster, and I have backup and evasive maneuvers should anything come up in the future. So this looks pretty smooth. I think you guys are cruising, you're chilling. You might be a little bit more ornery or proactively defensive than may sometimes be the need for, because I do see that nobody else can really compete like that. I do see that you remember it, though. You sure do remember when people tried it. But I think as you're facing reality more and more, you'll see that you have the upper hand more than you think. So let's see. In that eye, there's like protection. Okay, so let's see more options here. Is that the same thing? No, these two did switch. I did almost the same thing. So look, that's creepy. Do you see how this one in the trench coat, that little petty side of you just said, Donna. You just want to start something. What you trying to start? You said, let me just send them a message telling them I can't stand their mama. See how they respond, Why? Why are you gonna do all that? I said, Donna. I could start a fight now. This kind of feels like some of you were like, man, they made me feel like crap. They, now I know how to flex back. I'm not no punk now. I can, so you want to go and just start the mischief, just stir the little pot, okay? Because you feel like I can run fast now. So if I go and I punch them in the back and then I run, they'll think it's the other person and I'll be good, and I could just laugh because they deserve it. So you guys are very mischievous right now. Like, you're really feeling it. Oh, I should just go, but remember, the cards for this hand were don't play yourself, okay? It's like if you have the card that can end the whole game and you're the one who has it, but you don't want to play it at the wrong time, and somehow you lose too while you're trying to laugh at everyone else. Okay? With this strength card, these are new muscles, new skills. Don't flex too hard. This is kind of like if you suddenly get a raise and you just like, I just want to go. I'm about to pop that coworker in the back of the head when I walk by because I'm the boss now. But you're about to get in trouble because you don't know your other boss. Like, your boss is behind you. Just watch out, okay? You don't need to flex that hard. Let's see. You said I want to play. All right, what other options are there to play your hands? We have Seven of Cups reversed still. You're still looking at reality. You're like, look, you're not going to catch me. I'm still not going to sit here and cry about you. I'm not going to let you have my feelings. All right? You're listening to what everyone said, but not engaging in it. You're being in your strength. And this is still where you just end up having to just whisper, okay, I won't punch him. I'll just whisper. I'll just spill the tea. I'll just, I gotta do something. A little bit of shade, just a little petty. Can I just tell their grandpapa what they said? You guys just, you just can't let it go. So it's like all of this ignoring and like being, high vibe and all this that you just did. You just gotta slip, and you said fingers crossed because you said they were a fox. I want to be a fox too, okay? Vixen and Todd over here. So let's see what else we got, because we're not trying to play ourselves. Any other combos that you want to bring to the light of how to play the cards? Okay, here we go. This is better. This is what we wanted. We want to end on strength and power. Bam! I beat you guys by a mile, and I don't have to worry about anyone trying to get me. I ain't gonna get got. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords reverse. Again, I'm not listening to you. This is, in this case, like I'm gonna delete the messages to look at my future. If you say something in the future, I will be aware of it. I can handle those receipts. I can address it. I can also do it without exploding and blowing up and derailing my whole life, because they took all 7 swords. They didn't leave a 2 for them to even sit on a stalemate. They ended it like boom, conversation over. We're not doing that here. We don't do that here. Goodbye. No, you can't emotionally whiplash me or try to make me feel bad about it. No, stop crying. You're fake crying. Okay, don't Karen me. Go over there. That's a Karen zone. This is not that kind of thing, right? And then you sit there and you ain't got to say nothing. You just look at the room like, what? I handled that. No, I'm not going to go punch them. I don't do that anymore. Unless they punch me first. So I feel in this way too, the way that they're facing, they're looking this way at you and they're looking, you know, this facing towards this way. So no one's going to stab them in the back and get away with it. Okay. And I do love that there's some poppies here. So we do get some of this dreaminess where you kind of chill a little bit because you're like, okay, I'm in my power. I don't have to, you know, be so afraid and overdo kind of like my solar power energy because I'm afraid that I can't stand up for myself. I recognize that no one can bully me anymore, but also I don't want to be a bully, and I can handle something, you know, viciously to the point, right to the edge of how it should be handled. No more, no less. So I feel like proud of myself that I stood up for myself, but I'm not to the point down later I'm gonna sit here feel bad, and I'm not gonna feel bad when I accurately stand up for myself either. So I feel like this is a pretty good option, but y'all see what you think and how you want to play your cards. It's your decision. Hey DJ. Hey Sasha Fierce the second. So let me know if you guys like this reading style. I've done this before myself and I like it, but yeah, I want to do some series with playing the hand the cards have dealt you, basically playing your cards right. All right, for group 2, please let us know what song we have. Fitting, we have Cutting Ties here by Black. It's spelled like 6 black, it's pronounced black, y'all. All right, which made sense because they were like, I'm done, I'm taking all of them. You can't come back behind me. There's not even a 2 of swords for you to rub together to try to come back into my life as 5 of swords. That's a good point too with that card. With that 7 of swords in that deck, they took all the swords. Like, no, I'm not trying to be diplomatic with you. I'm not trying to let you still stay on my social media in some capacity, some little sliver of, no. I'm taking my name completely out of your mouth and you are banished. You're banished from my life. Okay, group 3. If you chose Tulip, Seashell, let's see what your cards are. Let's give it a shuffle and see how to play your hand in current situations. For those of you that chose group 3, calling in the good spirit crew in a good way with all honesty, accuracy, and clarity, please let us know what cards are they being dealt right now and how can they best play their hand. Let us see some different energy perspectives, please, on how they can play their hand in current situations. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take a look. We have the Devil. Ooh, second time today. We have 5 of Pentacles reversed, the Fool reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and the 8 of Wands reversed. Now this, why does this look like she's trying to let that devil back in? Well, you know, well, what I'll do is when I take the trash out where it's supposed to be, I'm just going to leave the gate open a little bit. And if the devil comes back in, you know, it's not my fault. Like, I just forgot. I just left the door in. I just checked the, what is that message box? You know, the one where you don't know the people and they can make a fake profile and come back in your inbox over there on the side. I'll just check the messages, and if they start a conversation with me, you know, y'all need to stop. Caught you. This could be Capricorn towards Virgo energy here. And then we have, look, the Fool reverse. They said, again, you played yourself. This is like the Joker, just like the 7 of Swords. Joker reverse, played yourself. So Why are you trying to let it just, you know, come on back? So then we have the Ace. Look, now you got to pay it money. They should be paying you rent. Now you got to pay them rent. Eight of Wands reverse. You feel like you can't stand up for yourself. You can't talk, but you're mad. So you finally explode. You're mad. You're cursing around. And they're like, you can't tell them anything because they're like, you let me in your life. You're the one who kept giving me stuff. You kept giving me your time and energy. Why should I feel bad? You're the one who did it, right? You should have had some boundaries if you cared about it so much. So that could be how you're feeling about certain situations right now. And you're feeling like this doesn't inspire me, this is energy draining, I don't like this, I don't feel like I can properly address it. You know, you might feel like you do some random little frustrated prayers. Is it being answered or not? But physically, this energy, what you're doing in the physical world is heavier because that's the reverse pentacle. All it means is matter over mind instead of mind over matter, or matter over spirit. So the things in the physical realm being more intense ceremonially than just trying to do like the spiritual matters of it, right? Kind of like the Magician reversed. So you're, oh, I just mixed them up. They said mix them up. Okay. So let's see how we can play these differently, because sure, we don't like that. Okay. All right, so we have the Fool reverse. So we start off, okay, we know we're silly. We know we're not connected to the universe. We're kind of instead, like the Fool reverse can be, instead of being like, oh my gosh, like I'm so a little foolish and silly, but I'm connected to the universe, so I'm gonna be all right. The Fool reverse is like, I know I'm not connected, but I'm still gonna run across the street at night, drunk, just a mess, okay, just a mess. So then we have Eight of Wands reversed again, Five Pentacles, excuse me, reverse, Ace of Pentacles. We're still trying to pay off this debt, this loan, this situation. Now for some of you, depending on your situation, this could be a little bit all right, because it could say that instead of ignoring, like, I don't know, I'm getting like debt. If you're like actually in debt, this could be you, instead of ignoring it, you finally go out there, get your mail, pay attention to it, and you start paying off what was owed so that you can even this balance and get free. This is Taurus personal finances. So if that is something that you've been stressing about, that could actually work. You don't want to ignore if it is, you know, because we can be, sometimes the devil isn't something trying to get us. It's something that we agreed to, and then we decided we want to get lazy on, and we just thought it was going to magically go away, and it was like, no, this is a contract. Okay, I'm a Capricorn card. What are you talking about? Pay up. All right, so if that's the case, that could actually be a resolution, but it's going to be some time before you're going to have to let yourself stay on task and really deal with this bit by bit. Or if you committed to help someone through like a physical time, or someone had to stay with you, sometimes we do have to pay attention to the devil card. We're like, this is an obligation I gave myself, you know, and I can't just, I was silly as all get out when I did it. I'm unprepared for it, and I'm gonna have to do some learning so I can learn to transmute this devil card into a lover's card. Maybe learn how to appreciate this situation instead of try to villainize the other person and blame them. Okay, so that's a possibility. If you've let someone stay in your home, or you say you will help someone out, you say you give someone a ride to work all the time, watch their kids, that kind of thing. Let's see what else, other opportunities we have to use our cards in energy if we play our hands in a different way. Okay, we got the devil first too. Ooh, this is the one that people wanted. This said, you pay me. Nope. This said, you pay me. Okay. And so I'm not going to talk to you or let you back in or play the fool until you come to my gate with the coin you owe me. That's it. Okay, because I'm flourishing now. All right, you messed up my hair, you messed up my clothes, you messed up my yard, my dog don't like you. Okay, you're not gonna come over here and mess with my kids. Go until you come and pay what you owe from the past. You're gonna admit what you did in the past. You're gonna admit your part in it, because I've let it go for mine. But if you're coming back in my life, it better be with hand out. I better be returning what was stolen from me, what was hoodwinked from me, what you owe me. That's it. All right, so this is actually holding a lot of command and saying, like, see how the devil card has to pay you something coming in? Otherwise, you say, I'm sorry, I can't hear you on the intercom in my beyond my gate. What did you say? You want something? Sorry, I can't hear you. But you know, if you hear, oh no, I got the payment. Oh, your hand, the door opens, your hand, my hand pops out. Oh, I heard that part. Funny, I don't know. Okay. Make sure that those, what I would say from this energy is make sure that those who are also innocent, though, even if they're gullible and silly, are not in your line of fire when you're dealing with this situation. So let's say this is a bad divorce or something, or you lived with an ex, or you guys, whatever, you guys bought a car together and you're having this issue. Don't have some person that they didn't have nothing to do with it. Maybe they're silly and they're trying to defend this fool or whatever, being a fool themselves. But you know that they don't know better. They got took into this game just like you did, or a child in between this situation. Don't have the child running back and forth, getting caught up in this, getting bribed by one of you or the other, or getting the cold shoulder or whatever. I feel like there could be someone who maybe they should know better. They're not purely innocent. Maybe they're gullible, or maybe if they are a child, they're just very innocent. But don't let them get in the line of fire of the situation, I would say, with that lineup. So let's do one more. Even if it is a new person that you're like, oh, I can't believe they dated that person. This person's just silly. Look, they're just getting stuck on that fool like you did, okay? And so they're going to have enough trouble dealing with that person. Okay, so let's see what we got. It's the same. It's the same. I guess that's it. All right, so let's get your song. There's more combinations, but y'all can go ahead and try those cards. For group three, what song do we have for those who chose group three? Your Love is King by Sade, and I feel like this one wants to come as well, which is Bounce Back by Big Sean. They said 3 songs. Okay. They said help them out, help them out. So we have Your Love is King by Sade. So watch what you're crowning your energy with, what you're using your crown energy for, who you are crowning with. Because look, this is what people do. They see you have big crown energy. They come to you to siphon it off and put that crown on their own head, okay? So watch whose love you give the king position, the crown position, spiritually and physically. We have Bounce Back. If you a real one, you know how to bounce back, okay? And this, he talks about when his bank account bounced, everything bounced, right? And you know, ooh, that's intense. Talking about spirits and entities and stuff, or just karmic contracts, bullies with that devil card. And this, he said, how dare you stand before me and not respect my authority? And he talks about God talks to me in silence, blacking out because I'm enlightened, and I hear him every time, man. So there's some deep stuff in this song. And then we have Juicy by Biggie. You know very well who you are, okay? But he talks about people trying to be hard on him and judge him. He's just trying to feed his daughter. You know, people can just look down on your struggle or whatever. So don't forget who you are. You know you got the juice, okay? So those are your songs. That's the budget better. Vanishes. All right, please hit the like, y'all. Hey, Rana. All right, y'all. So let's get to these readings. What y'all got? I got just pages on pages. I wrote down like 10